Welcome everyone. You've caught us right in the middle of our Festivus celebration. I'm in the middle of raining blows down upon Brandon. Say hi to everyone, Brandon.
Hi.
I also got a lot of problems with you. We're going to get to that later, because guess what, Brandon?
What?
It's Festivus!
Hey!
And we've decided that since it's Festivus, and also since we've pretty much checked out mentally for the rest of the year, we're going to do a live show and talk to you guys. Hi, this is Derek from Classic Game Room.
And this is Brandon from Classic Game Room.
And CGR Undertow is going live today for Festivus, because why not?
Yeah.
We got our metal pull up. We got some video games we're going to talk about. And we're also, we're going to be airing our grievances this entire broadcast. So if you have any grievances, specifically, if you have grievances with us, well, we want to hear about it. Actually, this is the only time I ever want to hear about it. So you better just lay it on us thick. This is your opportunity.
I'm watching the chat, so if anyone wants to say anything, any questions, any grievances of errors.
Brandon, do you have any grievances you want to start us off with?
It's really warm in here.
It's really warm, and I don't like it. So Brandon shut the door, I guess, for what he calls audio fidelity. However, I'm sweating my balls off. And Brandon, I guess you think
you have a hoodie on, so it's kind of your fault.
That's besides the point, Brandon.
Whatever.
All right. Well, welcome to the show, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful Festivus. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hey, wow. Is it still Festivus in the Netherlands?
Sure.
I don't know how time works that far away. But I hope it's still Festivus in the Netherlands. Either way, guess what? We're traveling back in time if it's not. It's still Festivus all over the planet as far as I'm concerned. So, Brandon, we got some stuff to do today. What are we going to get into today? We got some games to play.
Oh, my gosh. We got some games to play. We got some announcements to announce.
We got some announcements. We got some things to talk about. We're going to talk about whatever you guys want. We're going to be taking your questions this entire chat. This is the third live extravaganza that we've done. We also did a couple earlier this year. So we're going to have a good time.
This guy's grievance is that you don't get bullied enough.
I don't get bullied enough? Obviously, this is why I need we need to invest, Brandon. We need one of those GoPros attached to my head. I got bullied my entire life, and if only you could see that. The only reason I am how I am is that's a product of constant bullying. I was bullied from a young age, and that's why I take all my anger out on other people now.
Speaking of which, Mike Oliver says, why do you always let Mark slap you around with the game comp?
Because Mark signs the paychecks, baby. That's one thing that you learn when you get older. I'll do anything. I'll do anything to get paid. If it means taking beatings mercilessly by a failed 1990s handheld console, then sign me up. I'm not above. I'll do anything for those De Niro's, baby.
All right, let's play some stuff.
All right,
we don't have a ton of time.
We're going to play some video games here, and I thought it would be apropos. How's that for word usage, Brandon?
That's good.
To play a game that is from a franchise that is finally being rebooted, at least so they say, early next year. And that franchise is, do a barrel roll, it's Star Fox! Holy crap, look, there's Crystal. Way to make the Fox hot, Nintendo. Way to make it weird for all of us. Derek is bullied too much. That's correct. Well, not anymore. Now I'm the bully. I've reversed it. I used to be the sympathetic figure, but now I'm the villain, and I just bully everyone mercilessly. But I'm not going to bully Star Fox because I guess Star Fox is something you can bully because it hasn't been good in a long time. But anyway, I want to play this because they're finally rebooting it. So I figure we'll get a chance to talk about the upcoming Wii U version. So let's go back to this one. Which really came in the middle of Star Fox's down years. Now I guess its years are non-existent years, but at the time these were some down years. This game came. It was the second Star Fox GameCube game. It came out after Star Fox Adventures. And Brandon, you've never played either of these games, have you?
No.
All right, so you're going to be shocked at this. Star Fox Adventures was a Zelda game, basically. That Nintendo decided, hey, we're just going to slap the Star Fox license on. So it didn't make any damn sense whatsoever. And then finally, this came out a couple years after that, and it was like, oh, Nintendo's taking Star Fox back to its roots. They only did for a little bit, and we'll get into that. Because this is like half roots. This is like if you cut the tree, like if you were digging for gold, and you cut the tree's roots in half. That's kind of what this would be.
Hey, we should play Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures.
Hey, who said that? Because ban them from the chat. Ban them from the chat immediately. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures is forbidden. Martin Pabbleton.
To be fair, he says, please don't play.
Oh, okay. Well, then that was you. Brandon just got banhammered by me.
All right, I'm leaving then.
Don't go, Brandon. I can't run any of this without you. All right, so we're going to play some Star Fox Assault.
Let's play.
Brandon, I'd be interested to hear your
I love this game.
your thoughts on this. So here was the thing. Star Fox Assault came out, and I was all excited because what you might not realize if you weren't around back in the N64 era is that there was a time when Star Fox was like one of Nintendo's biggest franchises. It was a huge deal on the Super Nintendo and the N64, but then it just lost all its mojo on the GameCube. So you thought, oh, this is going to be like Star Fox is back. And level 1, look at this. I was convinced that Star Fox was back. Look, you're flying. This is a beautiful level. All kind of beautiful planets in the background.
It is beautiful.
It's really pretty.
Look at those explosions.
And then you got Crystal talking to you. You don't want to hear. You don't want to see what she's texting me off camera, though. Don't blame me. Nintendo's the ones that made this weird. Pick up some bombs. You blow up all this crap. But yeah, level 1 is this beautiful planetary outer space level. It's really pretty. It's really fun. It's old school Star Fox. But we'll get into what happens after this because it all just falls apart.
Wasn't one of the Star Fox games originally another game that was turned into a Star Fox game
Yeah.
like the U.S. Super Mario Brothers 2?
That is correct. Star Fox Adventures, the first, the Zelda one we were talking about. That was not meant to be a Star Fox game. It was developed by Rare. They actually had, I think, an original IP attached to that. But this was, this is sort of Nintendo coming in and saying, no, we're going to make that a Star Fox game. And so they did. Nintendo sort of threw Star Fox over top of this game, and it, as you would expect, a Zelda game with Star Fox characters made very little sense. Which is a shame, because it's actually a pretty good Zelda game, but it's just not Star Fox, and you go in with Star Fox expectations, and it just doesn't... Like, I'd rather just play Wind Waker, you know what I mean?
Anyway, we got something else to announce.
What's that, Brandon?
We got something to talk about.
No one tells me this stuff.
Because today, what's today? December 23rd.
It's Festivus, Brandon.
Yes, Festivus Day. The Undertow DVD is officially done.
It's done!
It's done!
It's going, what is that called? Master? Gold Master? It's
Yeah.
done, baby.
So, did the final render this morning, touched up the last bit of art.
How long did the final render of the DVD take?
8 or 9 hours. Yeah.
There's a lot of content on this thing.
But now it's done.
It is done.
It's off for review, and then it's off to the printers. And after that, we'll let you guys know when it's available to everybody.
Basically, our TV censors have to watch it and make sure it's not, you know, too
Yeah,
much of a disaster.
That'll be interesting. But anyway, stay tuned tomorrow, because we have a sneak peek
Ooh.
of what you can expect in the DVD.
Wait a minute. I don't know about this. You mean we're going to be showing clips from it?
We're showing so many clips.
But, like, for free?
Yes.
Oh, God, Brandon. I don't like this idea. I don't like giving stuff away
No,
for free
it's
to these
all right,
people.
man.
We give enough away for these people.
No, it'll be good. It'll be cool, man.
All right.
Don't worry.
Boy, the DVD's wacky, you guys. Holy jeez. I'm telling you. It's the weirdest thing, Brandon, I would say. I don't know about you, but I think it's the weirdest thing I've ever done.
Yep.
Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you proud?
Oh, yeah. I am proud to have my name on that.
Brandon's like a professional cinematographer. He's going to have his name attached to this disaster of a strange product.
It went a lot of strange directions that I wasn't expecting.
That's right. Well, when I was storyboarding this thing, I thought to myself, what direction should I storyboarded the entire thing, Brandon. We kept this very professional. I thought I want to take this in directions that no one would expect. But then what happened was it's really just bizarre.
Well, nobody should be expecting
Yeah.
the very end, so.
There's like 5 plot twists. At least 2. It's kind of like M. Night Shyamalan meets, you know, I don't know, something horrible.
And that's just the feature on top of that.
That's right.
You get a fancy gag reel.
We got the gag reels done. All this crap
Documentary's
is
done. Turned out very nicely.
So yeah, if you guys have any questions about the DVD, we can talk about that too. I guess we already are. But yeah, that thing's amazing. And I'll tell you one thing that I did when we came up with the DVD. I wanted it to be something that, even if you've already seen the reviews, you would still watch. Because basically it's like a movie, right, Brandon?
Yeah.
Like it's basically it's a feature length. You know, I don't know what you're going to see in theaters this weekend.
Nothing.
But whatever you're going to see, this is going to be better. It's basically a full-length retrospective. It's got some like, it's kind of like an award show where we look back at like moments from the show, but then between those moments, there's just all kinds of, oh man, like I said this on Twitter that I think if religious groups protest this DVD, I would kind of see their point because it gets pretty dark and pretty twisted, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it before bed. I'm so excited.
Someone asked if there's new reviews.
Yeah, well, there's a new video on this on the DVD. It's a special feature. We did a countdown, one of our world famous Undertow countdowns of the top 10 NES games, and that's specifically for the DVD.
And arguably one of the best videos we've ever made.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't lie. If it was awful, I would pretty much just say it. But I really do think it's probably our best countdown video we've done. 10 best NES games, that's one of the special features. Then there's also a documentary where I get interviewed by Brandon, and I answer some of the pressing questions. Brandon basically goes all Barbara Walters on me, hits me with the hard shit. I did not expect that to happen.
And we got a fancy introduction to the top 10 with Mark.
Special cameo from one Mark from Classic Game Room.
You guys shoot each other and everything.
Yep. We get into an epic battle. That's what happens around here when Mark and I disagree, which happens pretty much all the time on everything.
A feature, so it is like a story. Yes.
Yeah, the movie?
Yeah.
Yes, the main thing. That's why, like, this might be my bad a little bit. Maybe I should have explained this better to people. It's not just like a bunch of videos thrown on a disc that you just pick through like chapters. That would be lame. It's not that at all. It's like the videos, the reviews and the videos people voted on woven into this like really weird kind of movie feature. And I would say it's a 90-minute feature, and I would say how much of it is the actual story stuff? It's like 40 minutes of it.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
It's as close to we could get to like half and half. So it's like it's really cool. It's the kind of thing too where like say you buy one and your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you know, they're not really into video games, but you want to watch it with them. This is something you can watch together because you don't really need to enjoy video games to watch this. It's like a psychodrama with murder. There are several kill scenes.
Sony fan says, when will the DVD be available in England?
It's a worldwide release, baby.
It is.
Because we don't do anything half-ass around here. So yeah, it's what's it called, Brandon? Region free?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's region free, so no matter where you live, you'll be able to watch it, unless you live in outer space. And even then,
we're shooting for early 2015.
Yep. So yeah, if you backed it on Kickstarter, you'll be getting it like January, probably February, more likely. But then it'll also be available in our store to those of you who couldn't back it, if you're interested in it. Which, let me tell you something, you probably should be because it's real weird.
Martin wants to know if Gandalf was in it.
Gandalf, the gray or the white? Because I don't want to talk about. I can't say specifically. Crystal's detecting strange thought patterns. Those are coming from Brandon, who's perving out over there over Crystal. Brandon, she has a tail, man.
Yeah, what? I'm not even paying attention.
Brandon's not even paying attention to Star Fox. So look at this, level 2, and we're still... Look at this. This is like classic Star Fox. There's a boss that's flying, and there's like shiny things you have to shoot. I'm all about this.
And it's a ship with a head?
It's like an insect. That's one of the
now
weird...
he's an insect.
The weird things about this game is that the enemies are actually like robot insect type things, so it's kind of cool. But then, yeah, like I said, after this, Nintendo said, hey... We can't just do on-rails flight Star Fox like everyone wants. Let's do some foot missions, because that's what we want in a game about, dogfighting. I want to get out of the plane. That's ridiculous. Obviously, Nintendo's never seen Alien, because as soon as they got out of the plane, that's when everything went to hell. And that's what happens in Star Fox. Fox gets out of the plane, and then everything gets boring and stupid. And all his chances of mating with Crystal just go... right down the tube. She's not interested in someone who's on foot. You have a plane, man.
What are you talking about? I just blanked for at least 5 minutes.
This is the kind of stuff you have to listen to and put together in our reviews every day. Every day.
This isn't even a review.
Nope. But I killed the bug.
Stupid bug.
I think Slippy actually says that at some point. The dialogue's so bad. Stupid bug!
Wait, what's that? I don't believe
Look at Fox, so easily manipulated.
it. Really? Well, okay.
He doesn't even think about it. I'll get it. Look, and that's the thing. He's so eager to get out of his jet. Fox, stay in the cockpit, man. It's a rule of anyone who has any vehicle that has a cockpit. You don't get the hell out of it. You stay in the cockpit. Look, now all the bugs come, and then everything just goes straight
Why doesn't
down.
he just get back in his ship?
Yeah, that's what I've been asking my entire life, Brandon. Why doesn't Fox get back in his ship?
Man, these questions, huh?
This must be how things get started. You've done well, team. Come on up.
But anyway, so this game came out, and it was kind of disappointing because these first 2 levels had me all excited, but then eventually you get on foot missions, and those are boring in Star Fox. No one wants these stupid on foot missions. Let me figure out which one was on foot. Do you remember, Brandon, which one was on foot?
I think mission 6.
You have no idea. Actually, I think you're right. I think Mission 6 is on foot.
I know.
But I think 3 is, too. Sargasso Space Zone. Does anyone remember which ones are on foot? Asteroid Belt. That's a good one. We're going to go with Mission 3, because I think it's on foot.
Which Star Fox is this again?
This is Star Fox Assault for the GameCube,
There you go.
which was a hard game to review. I'm pretty sure that I've reviewed it. And if I could split the game in half, like cut it in half on a science board with a scalpel, half of it would be like a 10, and then half of it would be like a 0. Because I want no part of these on foot missions.
0. That bad, huh?
0.0. Which is no way to go through life, Fox.
Racer Gundam says series peaked with Star Fox 64.
Yeah, it did. It really did. And I'll tell you what. So after this came out, Star Fox kind of went away for a while because Nintendo,
This is Fox.
they were like, oh, we can't please anybody. We give them flight missions and they're still not happy. So it went away, and then they finally did another one on the DS called Star Fox Command. That one was better, but it was still... it wasn't on rails. It was like the all range missions and stuff, and so it just moved a little more slowly than I want a Star Fox game to.
Have they actually said anything about the new one?
They haven't said anything. They haven't shown anything, which is part of the reason another reason I wanted to play this game was to talk about the new one. I gotta tell you, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about the new Star Fox. It's been a long time since Star Fox was good, and Nintendo has demonstrated, at least to me, a complete unwillingness to just do a classic on-rails Star Fox game. Like, they just don't want to do it.
What's weird, they haven't shown anything. It's
very
coming
weird.
out next year.
And
supposedly.
they're saying it's coming out before Zelda, which they've shown footage of. So it makes me think, I don't know. I'll just say that I'm not... Star Fox used to be, like, back in the day, like the 64 era we were talking about, Star Fox was the hot new thing, and I loved it. As a kid, I was like, Star Fox was like my favorite thing. But then on the GameCube, it just, man. It's one of those things where I think Nintendo's, like, all they want to do is, like, they always want to innovate and do things differently. And usually that's a good thing, but sometimes it's like, dude, just do a normal-ass Star Fox game. I don't need all these bells and whistles. I don't need a map with a thing that I gotta draw on, and I don't need foot missions with a machine gun.
Tell it, brother.
That's what I'm saying, but they never listen to me. No one ever listens to me.
The blaster's not working on that enemy.
The blaster's not working.
Look at this on-foot stuff's crap.
So where are they at this point?
You know where they're out? They're outside having fun, Brandon. They're in the ships.
How can they see you and talk to you?
It's a great question.
About what's happening.
You know why they can do that? Because those ships are amazing, and they can see and do anything they want.
Wow, that's crazy.
But then when they're on foot, it's just all garbage. And look at this. I'm on foot in a Star Fox game. I'm legit getting angry about this. Is not fun. This is stupid. Does anyone like the Star? Maybe someone in the old chat is probably disagreeing with me. So I like the on foot stuff. I'd be interested to hear if anyone disagrees with us with me. Because if they do, ban hammer, Brandon. I have that kind of power, and I'm not afraid to use it.
I'm on it.
Boy, hey, while we're here, while we're talking, boy, CGR Undertow's been weird lately. We've done some weird stuff. Wouldn't you say, Brandon, we've done some of our weirdest stuff in like the last month?
Yeah, I guess.
So I think I just want to say that if you've missed some of the stuff we've done over the last month, you should go back and check out. Here we go. Here's some editor recommendations. What would you recommend, Brandon?
I'm gonna have to go back and see what we've posted.
Because I got one for them.
Hit me with it.
Because I know sometimes people look at the game title and they're like, I don't know what that game is, so they don't. That's how YouTube works. But let me tell you something. There's some stuff that you might have skipped over that's really wacky and good. The first one I would recommend is Ghost Lion. Ghost Lion is this NES game.
Oh, yeah. Of course, that one. It's
super kind of just generic and forgettable. It's solid. It's a solid RPG, but there's nothing like really special about it. We did a review of it. Our friend Mary actually sent us the game. She donated it. And she sent us the poster that came with the game. And as soon as I saw that poster, I immediately had the idea for the review that you now see as Ghost Lion. It just came to me. It's one of those moments of brilliance. It was like, what's that movie?
Moments of Brilliance?
Yeah, that one. The one with the chalkboard. Robin Williams. Chasing Hunt Forrest Gump. What the hell's the name of that movie? It's, here's the chalkboard and the janitor's brilliant.
Yeah,
and Ben Stiller or Ben Affleck's in it, but Matt Damon is his friend.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting.
Why'd that take so long?
Now look, I fall down. This is stupid. I don't want to play this anymore. We're getting out of this stupid walking level. Get out of here. This isn't fun. No one wants. What we're doing here is we were killing our stream because no one wants to watch on-foot Star Fox missions.
Do you want to give a behind-the-scenes of shooting Ghost Lion?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
That bathroom scene, I was actually in the bathroom.
Let's
as you were going to the bathroom.
Let's switch over to some art there, so they don't just see this stupid menu. We're gonna talk here for a little bit.
The fan thing?
No, not the fan thing.
Okay.
We'll do that later.
We're just going to the Toad here.
So here's the thing. Yeah, we were talking about Ghost Lion, and so that's a weird review that you should go back and check out if you missed it. And so we did an intro skit, which sometimes I like to do because I think they're fun. We did one for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. We did one for... What else? We've done a bunch of them. But anyway, Ghost Lion is the latest. And, so yeah, Brandon... I told Brandon the idea, and the poor guy, sometimes I tell him these ideas, and he just looks at me, and stares at me for like 10 minutes before he says a word. And so what were you thinking when I explained what I wanted to do for Ghost Lion?
Oh, I thought it was brilliant.
So basically, if you haven't seen it, it's kind of like... It's basically Ghostbusters 2. It's basically just the plot of Ghostbusters 2 turned into a review of an old NES RPG. So if you haven't seen it, go back and do it. I wanted to, I wear some very revealing clothing in it, some very revealing women's clothing. And it's very sexy. And I think the scariest part is how good I look.
Something like that.
I think that's the scariest part of it. But that was a fun review, so if you haven't seen that lately, or if you have missed that one, you can go back and watch that. Another real weird one was we did... what the hell was the name? Those were Pro Energy Towels. Oh man! So this is another one of those things where Brandon comes in and says, "Hey, we got these. Someone sent us these Pro Energy Towels. Do you want to review them?" And I was like, "Dude, they're what the hell is an energy towel?" So I sat there. It was like, "What the hell?" I just turned on the camera, and what you see in that video was just sort of like a stream of consciousness. I didn't even think that one through. I just started filming stuff. And so that was a really fun one too. But yeah, the point being, we've put up some really weird stuff.
The end of the Mario Kart. Things.
The Mario, yeah, we just reviewed Mario Kart pullback racer toys, and we sort of did like a actual Mario Kart race with narration. Dignitaries are on hand. I love doing things in old timey voice. Sometimes I do old timey voice, and for no reason other than, I like it, and I wish I lived in the 30s.
Martin liked how you managed to do a 4.5-minute review with the Pro Energy Towel.
I know, right? That's the crazy thing, is I sat there and said, I have nothing to say. Like, no offense to the company here, but what am I supposed to say about an energy towel? I can't objectively review, like, I can't say for a fact whether I feel like I have more energy. Because there could be any number of physiological reasons for me to have more or less energy at any given time.
You could have been more informed about that energy, pal. This isn't true. You're trying to cover us up.
Hi, Mark. And Mark has another one of the energy towels. I think he might have just taken it. Do you take energy towels? Make it sound like drugs. What are you doing today, Mark?
I just reviewed the Pac-Man wristband.
When did you last shave? You look horrible.
Oh, crazy. Right?
You look like a wild man.
Like 5 days. You want to talk?
Well, that's a given for me. You're usually very dapper. Mark says hi, by the way, everyone. It's Festivus.
All right, let's play this next game. I'll keep the questions coming.
We're gonna play another game. But anyway, yeah, we've put up a lot of weird stuff. So.
Before you go, look at this.
Wait, Brett. Wait, Mark's got something for us. What is this crap?
The Pac-Man wristband belt buckle.
Is this mine for Christmas?
No.
No. Okay.
It's mine.
Mark has a Pac-Man belt buckle and he's wearing a Pac-Man wristband. He's very amused by it. It is very nice, Mark.
Thank you. All right.
Is it real metal? That's real.
Yes.
Bite it. That's how you can tell. I've seen people do that. Where
You
they
get an actual like cheap like a belt and then you put this on.
Well, where do you get belts like that you can put belt buckles
I don't
on?
know, but clearly I need one.
Yeah, you do. You do.
All right. Bye.
Mark says
Bye.
bye, everyone. I heard I heard you recording your review. I was gonna run in and start pushing all the wrong buttons.
That's what I do.
Yeah, then I figured what would the difference be?
Not much.
Wild Mark appears in the wild.
It would be a giant clusterfuck like usual.
Oh, there's Mark, everyone. He's across the hall doing. He really. People think I'm kidding around here, but it just gets weird. And Mark looks like hell today. So do I. But I'm saying like Mark usually looks very dapper. He's a handsome man. But anyway, so yeah, we put up a lot of weird stuff lately. So if you've missed anything over your Christmas or Festivus or Hanukkah holiday or Kwanzaa or whatever you're celebrating, go spend some time with us on CGR Undertow. We've got a lot of weird stuff you guys can enjoy.
All right.
And, so anyway,
Let's switch over.
Star Fox. We'll keep talking about Star Fox in the chat if you guys want to talk about the new one or whatever. But we're also going to switch over to a game that's actually very good. We went from one of the worst games of its franchise to a game that's arguably the best of its franchise. And also, since we had the GameCube hooked up, we're just going to go with it. It's Donkey Kong 94.
Racer X Gundam says we're awesome.
Hey, thanks, man. I think you guys are awesome. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on a live mic.
This question, okay, here it is. Matt says, why a toad? Is there a reason for the toad?
Oh, for like the mascot?
Yeah.
So that was a good question. So anyway, you know what? Once we created the channel and we figured out, oh hey, we kind of need like visual stuff for banners and icons and things and social media, and you guys know how all that goes. We needed some visuals. We needed some logos. So I thought I really like cartoons, as I'm sure you guys know. So I thought I would draw us a mascot, and the only reason it's a toad is because I immediately, well not immediately, but a while ago, I came up years ago. I just started calling people who watch the channel Undertoads. Undertoads, because it's Undertow, and if you're watching it, you're an Undertoad. So I just started drawing toads, and I thought it'd be funny if Captain Undertoad, who is our mascot, was just this mentally deranged, sort of mentally defective toad who just liked really old video games, and that's all he is. And he's also clinically insane, hence the straitjacket. And anyway, he's on the DVD cover. He's in a lot of the banners. There he is. He's such a handsome little deviant.
This will be, this is ripped from the DVD menu.
Yeah, that piece of art, I drew that for the DVD menu and for the little mini postcard thing that'll be a Kickstarter reward.
Which I was working on just before we came over
Yeah.
here, so that's almost done.
That's about done, so you'll be getting that. I think I have to sign all those, too, that are going out to Kickstarter backers.
Good luck.
So my hand's going to fall off, and hey, I'll tell you what. I will draw little cartoon boobies and stuff on your things if you'd like. Because who doesn't like that?
That's a deal you can't pass up.
And since I wasn't allowed, because of some people, Brandon, to use the naked chicks on the cover of the actual DVD, I gotta draw some naked chicks somewhere.
I had no input on that.
Yeah, the hell you didn't.
That was other people.
There was a conspiracy here from day one on that alternate cover that it was shot down, and I don't like it. Anyway, let's talk about Donkey Kong.
Have you played Bayonetta 2?
I haven't yet.
Comment.
I think Mark might have. I haven't yet, but I'd like to. By the way, that brings up a good point. I'm going to do, as I always do every year, a top 10 for the Wii U. I always do a top 10 for the current Nintendo console at the time. I'll be doing a top 10 Wii U games of 2014. However, it's only going to come, it's probably going to come in January because I haven't played Bayonetta yet. So just stay tuned.
That's news to me, even.
It's news to you, Brad. That's breaking news I'm breaking right now. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, well, whatever.
You're going to have to edit that.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Because I don't know how to use computers.
They are hard.
Anyway, that was a good question. So anyway, Donkey Kong 94. We're going to play this because it's really good. This is an amazing game. And as you can see, it just starts off with the original Donkey Kong, and you're thinking, oh, maybe this is like some kind of cool Game Boy remake. That is not what this is at all. It gets way better than even that. That would be awesome, but it gets way better.
Kill him.
It's really hard to play this with an analog stick, because we're playing this on the GameCube with a Game Boy player. And so it's really tough to do that with an analog stick. Look at that, I busted that barrel with my hammer. But, you know, there were a lot of Game Boy games that did what this game did, and that is take a classic arcade game and then totally rework it for what is basically like half remake, half sequel. Off the top of my head, I know Burger Time did it, Elevator Action did it, Lock and Chase did it. There were a ton of old arcade games that on the Game Boy, they got like totally reworked into these new games that were slightly updated and actually made better. And I think the best of those was Donkey Kong 94. It's sort of the penultimate example of that. Where it starts off, the first couple levels are just the original Donkey Kong game, but then it goes into some pretty weird places after that.
We reviewed a lot of those recently.
Those old arcade games?
Yeah.
For the Game Boy. Yeah, we have. A lot of those reviews up on the channel.
How easy does the Game Boy player make reviewing Game Boy games?
Oh, it was a godsend. Oh man, it was. Someone actually sent this to us too. This was a donation. This might be the most useful donation in the history of donations because we use it for every Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. We use it for all those reviews. It just makes it so much easier because you actually get much better video than the crappy little Game Boy screen would allow.
Now someone just needs to send us a 3DS capture unit.
Oh my god, yeah. Boy, that would be great. If someone sends us a 3DS capture unit, I will be eternally grateful. I will draw cartoon boobies all over your yearbook. I'm screwed.
Oh,
Look,
geez.
Mario just got caught on fire. Poor Pauline's up there. She's wearing a skirt that couldn't possibly be any higher. And meanwhile, I'm down here on fire. Thanks, Donkey Kong.
Harry says hi.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, Harry.
How's Harry doing today? It's Festivus, Harry. No one's airing any grievances. Are you a workout lady? Somebody asked that. That's a reference to our Ghost Lion video.
What's your favorite Smash game?
Oh, boy. I gotta tell you, I think it might be the new one, you guys.
Have you been playing it?
I've been playing it like crazy. That's another one people have asked, when are you going to review that? That's going to be coming up again in January. It's a game I've been just playing constantly. And there are games like that where before I review them, I want to spend like a good month straight playing it. And that's one of them. So that'll be coming in January. Plus, we've just been, like we were talking about, super busy lately with like DVD stuff. Plus,
DVD's made it tough to get other stuff
done. Yeah.
We've somehow done it so far.
That's part of the reason we've been doing so many weird videos, like just stuff that we can kind of get done quickly. That way we can get back to work on the DVD. But we also didn't want the channel to go barren. There's nothing worse than a barren channel.
Mike says, if I send a 3DS capture, can I get my Undertow DVD with the naked chick cover?
You know what? I'll tell you what. That's something I'll have to look into. Because I can gladly draw you. Listen, it's kind of what I do. I'll draw you as many naked girls as you want. And you can put them all in your DVD. Oh, look at that! Anyway, Donkey Kong, you think it's the end of the game. But no, Donkey Kong says, not this time, Mario! And he takes Pauline to a strange new world that you've never been before. And Donkey Kong 94 really gets started. Look at this. Takes her into the city. He's such a mischievous ape. Donkey Kong's one of the great characters of all time, because he's both a good guy and a villain. It's kind of like when Hulk Hogan, or no, because Donkey Kong was originally a heel. So who was a heel that turned into a good guy?
You know what?
Brandon doesn't watch wrestling. So
I have absolutely no idea.
Undertaker, I think he was originally a heel.
Yeah, I think so.
And he turned face. That's what it's called, Brandon. That's the lingo.
Agent Orange says, I find the little skits you do hilarious. Will you do more often?
First off, Agent Orange, if that's based on the Sodom album, your name, then I love it, because that's a great thrash metal album. Second off, I love doing the skits. They just obviously take a lot more work. So I don't want to overdo them, though. So we kind of do them whenever I get the idea. Like whenever I get a legit sort of cool idea for one. That way they're not overdone. Oops. I just fell. That's one of the great things about this game is Mario can fall and not be a pussy in this one. He doesn't die just because he fell. Like, I fall multiple times a day, and I never die.
Kyle the Style says Undertaker, so...
Yeah, Undertaker. He was a heel at first. He was brought in by Ted DiBiase, if I recall right. Wasn't DiBiase the guy who brought in the Undertaker?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. $1 Million Man. Everyone's got a price, Brandon. But yeah, the skits. Yeah, we've done a bunch of those skits, and I'd like to do more. Basically, if you like our skits, you'll love the DVD, because the DVD is basically one long skit.
Yes, it is.
A very long, very involved plot.
That whole thing took a lot of time to shoot and edit.
Yeah, it did.
It was about 2 full weeks.
Took me a long time to write. Took us a long time to shoot.
Yeah, it was about a week to shoot and a week to edit.
Yep. And then Brandon, obviously, as the editor, had to put all that crap together. And, oh, man. But it turned out so well. It's basically the Donkey Kong 94 of our videos, I think.
People are saying you forgot the hat.
Yeah, here's the thing about Pauline's hat. I'll buy her a new one. Mario collects gold coins like it's his job, because it kind of is. So if Pauline doesn't, if she's got a problem with a new hat, then guess what? She can stay in the filthy, flea-ridden paws of Donkey Kong, because I don't care. I got Peach waiting for me at home.
We also got The Rock and Andre the Giant.
Andre, yeah, that's it. Yep.
I'm gonna take their word for it.
Did The Rock come in as a villain?
Maybe in the earlier years.
Because he came in as Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, I remember that.
And people booed it like crazy. But he was supposed to be a face. He was supposed to be a good guy there. But I think that the actual Rock character was probably a villain at first. So yeah, that's another good one. A Stone Cold Steve Austin was a heel, I think, at first.
Martin says, what do you think of the newer Mario vs. Donkey Kong games?
Oh, they're really fun. Yeah, the new ones are sort of like inspired by this, which I'm totally cool with. I kind of would like to get back to just like I don't know. I like that there's the Donkey Kong Country series and the main Donkey Kong games, and I wish there'd be more just like games where Donkey Kong's the villain and Mario has to, because I think that's such a cool rivalry. I think it's just, I don't know. I think it makes for cool games. But yeah, I love the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. Those are great.
Racer says I always look pissed / serious
Brandon?
in videos.
It's because he always is pissed.
Look, I got work to do.
Brandon's
These people just keep coming into my office.
Brandon's trying to do all this work, and like I'll come in.
I got deadlines.
He does. That's the thing. People do. I say this in an upcoming video that like Brandon is like, if you've ever seen the Wizard of Oz, I'm basically the head that just yells. I'm the guy that yells. Brandon's the one behind the curtain, like pulling all the levers. And poor guy's back there trying to pull levers, and I come in and say, "Hey, Brandon, I need you to shoot me in my underwear for something." And he just...
And I do it.
And he does it. Because he doesn't have a choice.
Kyle, you're famous.
Kyle's famous or I'm famous? I keep dying because I'm looking
Kyle's
at the
famous.
chat.
Because we've mentioned him on the stream.
Oh, did we?
And obviously, this is like...
This is a big deal if you're
Yeah,
on this stream,
this is
folks.
crazy,
This is
man.
a big effing... It's a BFD.
Would you review an HD copy of this Donkey Kong game if it was made?
I would review an HD copy of any Donkey Kong game. I love Donkey Kong. That's not, we use the Donkey Kong plushie for a lot of things around here just because I love Donkey Kong. And I think he's such an amazing character. Because he's this big dumb idiot that's like insatiably horny because he's always kidnapping blonde women. Like, and brunettes because Pauline's... Like, Donkey Kong's the man. He loves he loves women, but he doesn't know how to talk to them, so he just kidnaps them. But then he also loves bananas, and like he's just a cool dude. He wears a tie, so he is aware that he needs to look good, but doesn't really care enough to wear underwear. He's such a rad dude.
That came from someone called Taco God.
Taco God!
I just want to point that out.
I love tacos, dude.
I just
Brandon,
had
do
a
you like
burrito for
Mexican
lunch.
food? Oh, good.
I literally just finished it before we came over here.
I'll tell you what I like about this game.
Tell me what you like.
Here's some serious video game commentary to break up the nonsense here. You know, the original Donkey Kong was great. And one of the things I love about the sequel was that it took it in a different direction. So it was already like, even that soon after the first Donkey Kong, Nintendo was already like, yeah, let's try some different things with it, which I like. It's one of the things I like about it. But at the same time, if you wanted just more original Donkey Kong Jr. didn't really offer that because it was something different. This sort of revives the spirit of the original, like, you know, with the ladders and the barrels and all this. This is sort of like a spiritual sequel to the original, which I really like. It's sort of like going back in time and giving us something that we never really got. No offense to Donkey Kong Jr., because I think it's also an amazing game.
Devil's Third.
I keep dying, though, because I'm distracted. Also because I'm not very good at video games in general.
Have you ever heard of Devil's Third
Devil's Third?
for the Wii U?
I haven't heard of that.
I keep saying that.
People keep asking about that. What is Devil's Third?
I don't know. I don't
We'll have
a
to
Wii
look
U.
into that.
New reviews to expect for 2015.
Well, now that the DVD's done, a couple of the big ones that I'm going to start in January are going to be Smash Brothers, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, which is, I honestly, that people are going to think I'm kidding, but I don't think there's a game in 2014 that I'm more excited for than Captain Toad. So I'm really excited to review that. Might also do Bayonetta. What else? Oh, I have Assassin's Creed that's been sitting on my desk, and I just haven't had the time to do it. That'll be coming in January.
That's Rogue. Right?
Assassin's Creed, yeah, the PS3 one.
Yeah, Rogue.
Rogue. So, yeah, I've got a couple big ones in January. Oh, top 5 metal albums. I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite heavy metal albums of 2014, and that's also going to come in January because there were a couple in December that I want to listen to before I make my decision. But that'll be coming in January because I know... Weirdly enough, I know a lot of you guys also like metal, like me, so I'll throw
Devil's
up one of
Third
those.
is a Wii U game, a brutal one with blood.
Nice! Ghost Infestissimum.
And this guy says it looks like crap, so.
Well, that's a good album from last year, the Ghost album. Look, Donkey Kong trying to evade me.
I'm not even looking at your screen.
That's alright, neither am I.
I'm looking at whatever everyone else is looking at, actually. Then I see you
See,
reacting
look
to
at that.
things.
I just walked off because I'm looking at the chat again. This is so stupid.
I'm going to turn my computer so you can't see it. Captain Toad was okay, not worth $40, says Robert.
Don't tell me that. I'm super excited for it.
$40 seems like a lot.
Well, I've said this before that I think $40. I think video games in general are just overpriced. Like I think $60 for a video game is ridiculous. So $40 is. I agree. There aren't many games I want to spend $40 on. Period. Except like when I found Mega Man 6 for the NES and I paid like $100 for it or whatever. That I was fine with.
Spencer asks, are you doing PS4, Xbox One games in the near future?
Mark's handling most of those right now. And I'm sort of like, that's the one thing we kind of worked out was I've been doing the Wii U stuff like crazy, and he's been doing PS4 and Xbox One. But we actually might start doing some of those consoles. So, but that'll be in like January or February.
I actually just yesterday bought an Xbox One.
Nice. Do you like it?
I don't know. I literally haven't used it. I bought it late last night. Best Buy had a good deal. I saw, so
cool.
Figured I'm gonna get it eventually. So, Assassin's Creed Unity and Black Flag and Destiny all came with it with a $50 Best Buy card for $350. So.
Oh damn it! I screwed up. Well, not really. Well, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I figured.
Best Buy's a dangerous store to go into, though. Spend $1 million in Best Buy.
So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna get something. I figured I'm gonna get something eventually. I might as well get 3 games and a $50 gift card for it.
You should bring your Xbox One games in, and I'll review them.
Okay.
That's what you ought to do. Hi, Mark. I feel lonely.
I feel left out.
Come and join us, Mark. We're playing Donkey Kong. You like this game, don't you, Mark?
Are we going to see a TJ review soon? Yes.
TJ's done some crap.
We're gonna see one.
Ah, come on!
We're gonna see one on Sunday.
We locked TJ in a hyperbaric chamber. Actually, he's just been lazy because it's the holidays and he hasn't done it.
We'll have another
There we
one
go.
next week, I think.
Yeah, he's got 2 coming, so don't worry. He's alive. He's not dead.
You sure?
Not yet. How are you, Mark?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. We got Mark here, guys. If you have questions for him too. You like this game, don't you?
Donkey Kong and the Game Boy.
Yeah.
That was a great game. It's one of the best for the Game Boy.
Oh, totally. I got 2 ups there.
I'm terrible at Donkey Kong on the arcade machine. It's too hard for me. I can get through maybe 5 levels of that game and then I die instantly. The Game Boy one was better for me.
As long as I can just, as long as I can just save Pauline once, I feel like I've done, that's good. She can't ask for much more than that. Like, how many times do you need to save her before she locks her
You
doors?
throw her into a giant blender.
Yeah.
Red wants to know our favorite childhood games. His is Comic Zone on the Genesis.
Oh, wow. Sounds like a Genesis guy.
And no, I don't plan on reviewing games.
I gotta go with, you're really good at Target.
Yeah, what's
well,
yours?
Yar's Revenge is one of my good
Yar's
childhood
Revenge?
favorites. Centipede.
I'm so bad at this.
You're bad at every game.
I know, that's sort of the... People think it's just a gimmick, but it's true. I'm not good at video games.
It's funny that you chose video game reviewing as a profession,
I know.
considering how terrible you are at it.
But, basically my motto is, as long as you're consistently mediocre, then you're at least doing well.
What's Mark's favorite level in Thunder Force 3?
How the hell do I get out of here?
All of them. Just I forget my pattern in Thunder Force 3. There's definitely, because you can choose your own levels in that game. Choose your level patterns. Probably the which one had the best music? Was it the ice level? The icy level in that one. I'm kind of getting it confused with Thunder Force 4, but I love Thunder Force 3. I need to play that game again. It's been a little while. The whole game is good. Of course, these guys wouldn't know that because they're a bunch of Nintendo
Ah, damn it!
dorks.
What?
No, Brandon doesn't.
I do anything.
Yeah, Brandon's pretty, I would say I'm sort of the...
I hear Brandon loves the game comp.
He loves it.
Loves
all
it.
day, every day. It's all he does over there.
It's one of my faves.
Someone said Brandon always seems so angry.
See, now I'm like trying to think of which Technosoft music was in which level. Because I remember there was the forest level, which I don't think was the most exciting one. The fire one was pretty awesome in Thunder Force 3. What was the other one? There was the space one. That was like the last one, though, wasn't it? Or that was the giant machine, or is that Lightning Force, which was Thunder Force 4? They all kind of blend together.
These are all
after a
good
while.
questions.
Are there more questions?
Brandon, I'm done with this.
No, I meant the ones you were giving.
Brandon, I'm done with this game. What do you say we switch over and just answer some questions? Because I keep dying and it's embarrassing.
Well, we got about 10 minutes left anyway, so.
Yeah, let's switch over to the graphic and we'll answer some questions. Now I'm all depressed, Mark.
Before the holidays, good.
It's Festivus.
You
Oh, we have the airing of grievances. Mark, do you have any grievances you need to air? I've been airing grievances. I said I'm tired of Brandon's crap. And in 2015, I expect less of it, Brandon.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Who's in the user chat that I can air the grievances with them, too? Mega Ride.
We haven't gotten any of those in a while.
All right, well, air your grievances, guys. Mark's here.
What's your favorite beer, Mark?
Whichever one's in front of me.
Okay.
Whichever one someone else buys that's cold and doesn't suck.
Whatever's free and in front of me.
Whatever I'm about to have within the hour.
Favorite Donkey Kong game?
Man.
Donkey Kong versus Thunder Force.
I heard that ice level.
I would say
It's pretty
Donkey
great.
Kong Country, the original. It's my favorite.
Can you review Pop-Tarts?
I feel like you've probably done that, haven't you? You've done bananas. Pop-Tarts seem like a natural extension of that.
I have a box of Doritos coming up soon. I was hoping to do it for Christmas, but I ran out of time today.
Yeah.
So a box of Doritos is going to be good. But how do you, like, Pop-Tarts are just, they're okay.
Oh, I love
They're
Pop-Tarts.
okay. They're not great.
Well, it depends on the Pop-Tart, you know?
It's been a long time since I've had them, but I mean, they're like the actual breading material is pretty bland.
Yeah.
And the fruit stuff is just like any other jelly. But I think what really makes Pop-Tarts is the crispy icing.
Yeah.
The crisp icing is in the little crystal, like the colored
Oh,
crystal
yeah, yeah.
things. Like,
Do you have a favorite Pop-Tart?
I don't remember anymore.
I like s'mores, and I like, actually, because I'm a 90-year-old man at heart, I like the original strawberry with no frosting.
I was going to say just like the fruit flavor
Yep.
was good, but
Yep.
I don't recall which one was what.
Oh, hey, Brandon, you know what we should do?
What?
Real quick? We should tell people, we just got some fan art. We were talking about the Undertoad lately, and I want to share with you guys. This is really cool. One of our favorite viewers, Dave the Soda Guy, recently drew us some fan art of the Undertoad. So I wanted to show it off because it's pretty cool, and we're pretty grateful for it. Check that out. He drew the Undertoad.
Is it dead?
I don't know what. He's thriving, Mark.
Yeah, he got hit on a road or he's melting.
He's fine. Why do you guys have to be so mean to him?
Maybe he spent a day watching your reviews.
That's what I like
he
to
looks
think
like.
happens. He's not smart, but he really tries hard. Anyway, thanks to Dave for sending the awesome fan art. We've actually gotten some other really cool toads as well. So you can follow us on Twitter to see. We've retweeted a couple of them, I think.
You've twatted toads.
We've twatted some toads, Mark.
That's good.
So yeah, if you'd like us to twat your toads, why don't you draw some and tweet them to us? We really dig getting that. That's really cool. But anyway. So
Pizza rolls or pizza pot? What's pizza pockets?
Like Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets?
Yeah.
Is that like the Totinos, the little ones? But Mark, your DVD is about done too, right?
Yeah, it's been actually wrapping up the commentary.
Yeah.
It's done. It's just the got to strip together I'm only about 2 months behind, but it was huge. Shenmue took me like a month just by itself,
Yeah.
which of course just causes this horrible disaster like downstream where everything else gets pushed out of the way, and then everything gets like bottlenecked. And then Christmas comes around, well, new games finally come out, and it's like, oh, here's 3,000 hours of games to play in 2 days.
Yeah, there was like a week straight there where you were just playing Shenmue. Not even like putting the review together. You were just playing it.
Oh, I was playing at home too, so
Yeah.
basically I was just living Shenmue. I was living Rio's life, and like, all right, now I want the chainsaw, and I just want to run around the U Arcade and like the streets of Dobuito or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a neat game. I liked it, but boy, that's definitely from you gotta have more time to play some of those games.
Yeah, no, totally. But yeah, we got both DVDs will be coming out fairly soon here, so that's cool.
Yeah. And I watched theirs, so
Oh, Mark's seen it.
everybody will be happy to know it disappoints as much as you would expect it to.
Do you see, guys? Brandon, can we put that on the box? Can
Yeah.
that be the pull quote?
Yeah.
The review.
It's just, it disappoints as much as you're expecting it to. That's what I said. If you're going to be mediocre, that's fine as long as you're consistent. As long as you're delivering a product that people can rely on.
Yeah, you don't want to be any better than you are because
Right.
then they'll expect that level of
Then
performance
exactly.
next time, and that's no good.
No. I find that if you don't set a goal, you're never disappointed.
Being awful at something with personality is the way to go.
That's right. What other questions we got in the chat? Happy Festivus, everyone.
Time travel or invincibility?
Time travel. No question. I would love to be able to go back in time.
That would be dangerous.
To
it would
when?
be very dangerous.
When would you like to go back?
Name it, and I would like to go back.
Is it when to go back to, or where and when to go back to?
I'll tell you what.
And dressed as who with a giant mustache?
Here's my ultimate dream. If I could do anything, this is what
We
it would
already
be.
know what your ultimate dream is.
It's-
Derek.
well,
and she probably has a restraining order.
Let's leave Em out of this. All right, she's an ambassador at the UN now, so she doesn't have time for your.
She's too good for you.
No, first off, that's
Also,
very
you're-
true.
Also, you're married. What's wrong with
I'm married to my feelings for Emma Watson. But anyway, well, now you got me all verklempt. The point is, I want to go back in time and be invisible at the same time. That way I could be like the parrot on past Derek's shoulder and tell him like, hey, here, you don't want to do that, or you do want to do this. Or you see that girl over there, you should go talk. Things like that, I think I would love to do.
Yeah, time travel probably would be the way to go.
Yeah.
Because invincibility it's sort of like getting the cheat code in a game that unlocks all the features in a game. Like, then you've won the game and it's boring.
Then what's the point?
But if you could go back in time, you could continue to fuck up the future, but go back further and further and just make a mess out of the entire existence.
Yeah.
An entire timeline.
Would you use your knowledge of the future for personal gain? Because I totally would. Okay,
absolutely.
yeah.
That's-
I wouldn't
that's
care.
That's all I would do.
I wouldn't care in the slightest about whatever continuum it screwed up.
It would be a very adult-rated journey, filled with debauchery and probably there wouldn't be any regrets because I could go back and continue to change things.
Yeah. Now here's a question:
Sounds like a future video.
would you allow Truxton to just exist as it was, or would you like create it yourself?
No, I couldn't create. I couldn't make that. No. I leave Truxton the way.
Leave
it
that
is.
one alone.
Yes.
But everything else is fair game to be pastized.
I think I'm thinking the same filthy things that you are.
Yeah. I would have a lot of fun in the
It'd
past.
be fun.
I would give Emma Watson her big break. I would be like an agent.
If I had my mind now as a teenager, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah. You're not only your mind, but your experience in how to execute nefarious plans.
Exactly.
Because when you're a teenager, you have no idea how to do these sick things you're thinking. But here's the thing, kids. As you get older, you're going to figure it out. And then you're going to wish you had the opportunity to do them.
And then you won't.
And then you won't be able to.
Then you'll be old.
This is the tragedy of life. Do you think Mark and I look happy? Cherish your youth, guys.
Derek, what would you give up? Your passion for puns or your luscious locks?
What I would give up anything before the hair. The hair stays. I don't care what it is. You name it, and the hair stays.
Well, until it starts going, although you don't show any signs of hair loss.
Nope.
Yet.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Because you can't be one of the guys that's like balding with long hair.
Like Hulk Hogan,
Like, that doesn't work at all.
you go from a mullet to a skullet.
So I mean, you've at least got the hair. There's no bald spot there. I'm looking at him closely, guys. There's no bald spot in Derek.
Nope, it's not going to happen.
Thoughts on the Star Wars trailer?
Oh, that's a good question. That's Mark's. That's one.
They
for
don't
Mark.
show much. That's my only thought. My only thought is it's cool to see the Millennium Falcon. But I think like a lot of viewers, it's kind of unsettling. Like, oh, there's these new characters. Who are these?
Yeah.
Am I going to like them?
Yeah.
But you know, one positive is there's no Jar Jar.
Oh, I like that. I like Misa Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, shut up. I don't know, they don't show a whole lot. I mean, I'm curious more than anything. I have hopes that it'll at least be better than Episode 1.
Yeah.
But I think it's also going to be. I think J.J. Abrams is a talented director. I have a feeling that they want to keep the core audience of Star Wars happy, but there's also going to be an awful lot of Disney engineering in there to make sure it's going to be a market success.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a bit of that, I don't want to say mediocrity, but predictability that you get with a lot of the big budget superheroes movies like Avengers. Not that Avengers was bad, but I mean all those movies in the end just kind of feel the same. So I'm hoping that Star Wars stands out, but I'm not sure that Star Wars will ever be able to really define a generation like it once did when it was released, because you know when I was a kid there was nothing else even remotely close to Star Wars.
No.
Now it's like another big budget sci-fi franchise, so I'm hoping it's good, but you know it'll probably never retake the originals, at least in my opinion.
But you know, I think a lot of people were nervous about Star Wars going to Disney. But the way I'm looking at it now, and I was too, but you know, like I felt the same way when Nickelodeon got the Ninja Turtles. And they did anything but ruin the Turtles, which I thought they would do. They actually did what I think is the best television series the Turtles have ever had. So sometimes, you know, these big companies get things and they surprise you. Maybe this will be like a Turtles situation here where Disney actually does something awesome with Star Wars.
Well, you know, I love the Iron Man movie, the first two Iron Man movies. I thought they were great. Third one's not that good. But
What do you think about? Everyone's upset about the lightsaber. Did you see the lightsaber with the at the base of the lightsaber that has.
Yeah, it had
know.
the multi. Well, I really didn't. It didn't really phase me one way or the other because of Episode 1. They had one of the only redeeming qualities of Episode 1 is the Darth Maul
Maul's,
lightsaber,
yeah.
which had the double blades, and I just figured, well, they're gonna. I mean, I assume that at some point they'll have lightsaber nunchucks and.
Oh,
like how cool would that be?
lightsaber nunchucks! How hasn't this happened yet?
Maybe
That's-
it will now. They'll
that
be
sounds
listening.
dangerous.
We're gonna steal that idea from that jackass.
Hey, they could take that one for free, baby.
No, I didn't. I really didn't think much of it one way or the other. I was trying to make sense of it and just see show me something more than just like these little clips of like the X-wing.
Yeah.
Like the Millennium Falcon was cool. So we'll see.
Well, it's still it's more than a year off though, still, or about a year. So maybe that's all. Maybe it's that's all that's ready to go, and they just wanted to tease everybody.
We'll see.
Next year should be a good year for movies.
Oh, I'm so
Seems like.
excited! We got Star Wars. We got what else? I just tweeted. We got Jurassic Park. We got all kind of stuff. We got Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
Oh, that was terrible.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I actually had high hopes for that movie, and I saw it. I was like, oh, come on.
It's so good.
This is just a bunch of just potty jokes. all
That's
thrown-
what's so
all
great
thrown
about it.
together. But it wasn't all that. It wasn't clever. I don't know.
Mark, Great White Buffalo.
There were a couple funny parts of it. Just as a whole, that movie was not really all that good. Let's be honest. That was not that good.
I'm pretty excited for it.
That was not that good. Are there any more
Oh,
questions?
yeah, what else is going on? Oh,
Well-
Brandon's giving me the look that we need to
Yeah.
shut this down.
Yeah, it's time.
Oh, can we talk longer, Brandon?
Oh, he can't. I'm sorry.
All right.
Come back tomorrow. We'll be talking some more.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
live, but
Hey, tomorrow, tune in, guys. We're going to have a DVD update, which I guess if you watch this, you've already heard the update. But you should tune in anyway because it's going to have world-exclusive clips from the upcoming film.
It is?
Yeah, you'll be able to see it for the first time.
But the crappy one I saw?
The same.
Oh, all right.
How many death scenes were there? There were a lot.
um,
There were quite a few. Did we show? We didn't show any spoilers, did we?
Well, I will say that
No.
Brandon's work is very good. The editing and the effects and sound design are good. Derek, your stuff is horrible.
Thanks, Mark. It's
I
gonna
can-
be great, guys.
I can agree. Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Soon.
All right. Anything else? Anything else we need to talk about here?
I don't think so. Check out the store.
Oh yeah, we got all kind of crap. Don't we have a holiday sale, or is that over?
The Jesus the Coked Up Chicken comic book is available.
There we
now
go.
On our store, the digital download for Jesus.
There you go.
Yeah,
Breaking.
if you guys are unaware, Mark's been doing really cool comic books, and he's got issue. Is it 0 of Jesus?
Jesus #1 because
One.
the other characters all have like a real backstory, but Jesus is just Jesus.
Yeah.
So
He was
I
a-
just went straight to issue 1 with Jesus, and people like it. It's video game parody, so, and he's just high on space coke. So
But you can get that.
there could be many more Jesus stories all contained within one individual video game parodies.
Yeah. But you can get that digitally at the store, right? The CGR store.
It's a couple bucks.
A couple bucks. So yeah. So hey, last minute Christmas shopping ideas, or Hanukkah gift ideas, or whatever, Festivus gift ideas.
Isn't Hanukkah over?
No, Hanukkah's continued.
Still
It's-
going on?
Yeah.
I get so many days of that holiday. It's awesome.
It's so awesome. I live in a Jewish neighborhood in the city too, and it's the week of Hanukkah is like it's chaos.
Like my buddy Dan celebrates Chris Monica.
Chris Monica.
Yeah, they do both.
Sounds like a
So
transformer.
it's like the kids get like presents for like 9 days straight or something.
That's ridiculous. No kid is that good. I don't care who you are. All right. Well, someone said F me. What? Who's that? Mike Oliver? Banhammer, baby. I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Do I see an EDF chant over there?
There's all kinds. Yeah.
EDF! 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 EDF!
There's a Festivus EDF chant for you guys.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it, baby.
Well, happy Lord Carnage Appreciation Day. I won't be here tomorrow, so you guys, both of you two, have a nice Lord Carnage Appreciation Day,
Happy
which
Lord
is the
Carnage
universal
Appreciation
holiday.
Day. Yep.
That like it goes beyond simple religions and stuff.
Yeah.
Because Lord
Simple
Carnage,
religions, those things that have existed for thousands of years.
Lord Carnage unifies all under fear and
Oppression.
Definitely oppression and a respect for Truxton,
Yeah.
Vectrex, El Caminos, and all of the other good things that we endorse here at Classic
All these
Gamer.
holy books and things. These are just simple little offshoots of carnagism.
And I have the plot for Lord Carnage Book 2 in my head. It involves time travel, so you should like that.
I love time travel.
Time travel, and there will be a scene where he cuts off a dinosaur's head and then uses it as a weapon while swinging it at things.
Don't you have a hot cyborg ninja too?
Yeah, that's Ethel the Cyborg Ninja. I've been drawing that, drawing the sketches and the outfits and the ships and stuff. I'm doing like a lot more pre-production.
How
on that
skimpy are the outfits? I think is
not that skimpy actually. It's well.
You're missing the point on this.
No, it's a skimpy outfits because the thing with the skimpy outfit in a lot of these comic books, you get a lot of these guys will draw like little bikinis on the girls fighting monsters and stuff. I mean, it's cool on a pinball machine, but if you actually sit down to write, it's like, I think she might want some more protection around her midsection or something.
If she's a coward, if she's selfish.
Now that being said, the space Kevlar bodysuit she's wearing that does look nice.
Nice.
But it's not slutty either. So
I had the idea. I told Mark. I don't know if this will end up in the comic, but I told you I had the idea that she should perpetually be 17 years old in 363 days, and so she's a day away from being legal. And so she's never, ever, and so there's like, maybe Lord Carnage gets frustrated with that.
No, no, she's too good for Lord Carnage.
She's too good for that.
It's actually a legitimate story. While it takes place in the classic Game Room universe, it's not quite as absurd as Jesus or Lord Carnage. It's like she's actually searching for her dad, and there's a big tie, a crossover with Wind Squid.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's got a massive body count.
Lots of death.
Oh, it's going to be huge.
We were talking about this. There's so much death around here in our videos, in your comics.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that is. Maybe if anyone in the chat is like going to school for psychiatry.
Yet we're still here.
And yet Well, it's cartoon logic. It's like how Daffy Duck can get shot, and then in the next episode he's fine.
I think you were killed at least 2 or 3 times in my video, and then you shot me in yours like once or twice. I don't remember. Did someone get backed over in one of them?
Yeah. You've curb stomped.
I curb stomped something. Yeah, I killed myself twice in the other video. Yeah, that happened. But I'm okay.
I wonder if there's like some kind of psychological...
Oh, no, I'm not giving away the ending, though. That's right. There's even more death and destruction.
Nice. And I'd like to think that's what... Coming as it does in the season of giving, I'm glad that's what we're leaving them with. Carnage and destruction and death.
EDF!
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 EDF.
All right, guy. I'm not going to hijack your thing. You send it off the the way that you would do it.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
I like playing Nintendo.
My name's Derek. I have a really high voice, and I watch Mickey Mouse cartoons. And I like to yell and scream. Was that a pretty good Derek impression that I just did?
No, you sound wimpier.
I sound wimpier than that even.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Hi, my name's Derek. I like Nintendo and Mario games and Emma Watson. Oh, she's so pretty.
Oh, she's so pretty, Mark.
She's such a little flower.
Do you think she watches? She's got to be aware by now.
There's probably lawyers watching you right now.
There are lawyers aware. All right, we got to go. Thanks for joining us for Festivus, everyone. I hope that we've helped you air your grievances. Brandon and I are going to do feats of strength again in a little bit. I'm sure Mark will beat us both with game comms mercilessly.
Probably.
And then we're going to go celebrate the various holidays. And we hope you have wonderful ones as well.
Yay.
And I hope that you were good this year, although I doubt it.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Bye.
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 EDF!
EDF.